Hi, Beetle Eddie here. How you doing today? Guess where I was last night? Guess where I was last night? I was at the Storytellers with Paul McCartney and Conan O'Brien. Remember I made lots of videos saying how it was sold out and I couldn't get a ticket? So what happened was this. Just so happened, today's Friday. I'm making this um, video on Friday morning at 10:52 a.m. Now, it was sold out for the last couple of weeks, and the only place you could really get these tickets were StubHub and places like that, and it was outrageous prices. It was an $85 ticket with a $5 fee. That's a regular price, $90, and they were selling it between $400 and $1,000, up and down. They were going up and down, not knowing, setting the price. I don't know why they went up and down. You just have one price and that's it. So anyway, the lowest was $400. That's with their fees, and then the highest was going like $4,000. So I happened to make a phone call to the box office of the place on Monday. Today's Friday. I made the call on Monday at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said, listen, I know that it's sold out. Was there any chance I can get a ticket or two, something, any chance at all? And they said, just so happens that this morning they just added 30 tickets. And she says, I don't know if we still have them anymore. It's because it's 4 in the afternoon. I said, well, can you check? And she checked. She said, yeah, we have them. How many you want? I said, I don't know. What can you give me? 1 or 2? Whatever you could give me. So I got So she sold me tickets for $90. This was general admission. It's a general admission seat. $90. Now, the show starts at 6 o'clock. And she said to me on the phone, it's going to be very, it's going to be pretty crowded because who it is, it's Paul McCartney. You should come a little earlier because it's going to be a little crowded. Come like 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. And it's general admission. I said, no, I'm going to come earlier than that. I happened to come like 3 o'clock. I wanted to come about 2, but due to circumstance beyond my control, I couldn't get there at 2. Got there at 3. And there was a big line already. I wish I got there too. It would have been, my seat would have even been better. But I had a good seat. I was able to see Paul. I was able to see Conan. They were funny. Both of them were funny. And so Paul, what it was is Paul made this new book of his own photos that he made, that he took in the year 1964 of the Beatles. And also other things besides just the Beatles, the Beatlemania, these pictures of the girls, pictures of the other bands that were playing at the time. And it was very interesting. He was, talking about all those pictures. He had one picture there of John, in 1964, wearing not wire rim glasses, but wearing black plastic lenses. Black plastic frames, I should say. Black plastic frames. interesting. It's the first time you ever saw John Lennon wear glasses. But, Paul, since he was so close to him, he was able to take shots like that. And because in public, he would never wear glasses until the later years. Because he always needed glasses. He would just go around being blind like a bat, performing blind like a bat. Because of the image, you don't want to have a Beatle wearing glasses in the beginning. So anyway, so it was a very good show, very, very good show. Like I said, I had a pretty good seat. Would have had a better seat if I was there an hour earlier. It's interesting. What they do is you have these tickets, and there's a scan on it. And what they do is, even though it's general, first come, first serve, they scan you while you're on the line. They scan your ticket, and then they give you an assigned seat. They give you a different ticket that has an assigned seat. I never saw that before in my life. Usually a general means just general, and you just go. But it was general, a general ticket. But I guess they start in the beginning of the line, and then they scan you the ticket, and then they give you a different ticket of where you're going to sit. And that's assigned. That's an assigned seat. So it's general, but it's assigned. So the further you are away, the further back you're going to get the assigned seat. I guess they did that to prevent like madness. Like, as soon as you open the door, people are going to be running, getting trying to get the first seat they can. And then they had reserved seats that you couldn't sit in. So I guess the assigned seat that they gave you is for control. Once you got the seat, you had your time to go. You can go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. You don't have to run. Okay, let me stamp on people and get my seat. That's probably what they want to avoid. So it's not a bad idea, actually. Then they had on the other side, they had people that didn't have seats. They called it the rush line. Non-ticket holders. And the way that worked was they once everyone's in their seat, when they get everyone in their seat, they go into the theater and they see what's left. Any seats that are left. Let's say there's 10 seats left, 20 seats left. So then they go and they say, we have 20 seats left. They take the first 20 people on this rush line. They pay for their ticket. They pay the $90. And they get to sit there. Probably all the way up. But it was a small venue. So wherever you sat, you had a good seat. I was able to see Paul very nicely. I saw him the year before in MetLife. I happened to, actually I had one ticket. I had one ticket on the radio station. But it was nosebleeds. I had nosebleeds. Paul looked like an ant. Luckily they had the videos, so you could see what But I don't want to go to a concert just to see a video, although it's live. I mean, it was all right. It was great. I was there. I heard all the songs, and it was a great concert. But he looked like an ant. If you look on the stage, you don't look at the screens, he looks like an ant. Because it's MetLife Stadium. It's a very big stadium, and I'm all the way up, like 300 level. Even the people that were going up, I was sitting in my seat already. The people going up, I said to them, "You're walking to heaven." And they said, "It feels that way." It was a very big stadium. But this time, they were to see Paul close. It's a big thing. So anyway, I'm happy about that. And I wanted to tell you. I got to see what I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. And by the way, there were people on that line standing right next to me who they didn't get the seats from the box office. I was very lucky. Thank God. God helped. And I got good seats for $90 a seat. But these people in the line, they did StubHub. Because they were sold out. They did StubHub. They paid. I asked one guy, how much did you pay for your seats? And he was with his wife. So it was 2 seats. He said over $400 a seat. Over $400 a seat. Over $800 for 2 seats. It's crazy. He's not even performing. It's not a concert. He's just talking about his book. Which is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to see Paul, Sir Paul, over there talking about his book. So it's better to see him performing. But so I just want to tell you. So a lot of people bought the tickets at StubHub and places like that. StubHub and Vivid. There's another one. There's Ticket City. There's all kind of ticket places you can buy these tickets these days. But it's outrageous. It's outrageous. $400 a seat, $500 a seat for an hour show. It was an hour show. It's about 60 minutes. Okay. Anyway, this is what I wanted to tell you. But I, thank God, got these seats for $90 a seat. I'm very happy about that. Okay, guys. Oh, I want to tell you. So this was made for Conan O'Brien's podcast. He has a podcast, and the podcast is called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. So it should be on that podcast. This whole show should be on that podcast. I'll say probably by next week. You know, they got to edit it and whatever. So if you want to see the show, go to the Conan O'Brien's podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And you'll see the Storytellers with Paul McCartney. You'll be very happy you saw that. Okay, have a great day, guys. See you around. Take care. Bye.